On the watchtower.
We can do it! Tear them apart! I'm not doing it wrong! The spell is flawed! Ah!
Protect me, please.
Repent!
Is one.
Your life ebbs low.
I needed that there.
They go
What
down!
a waste!
You deserved it. I'll fight if I have
I
to.
can't keep this up much longer.
Bring it!
Repent!
I require healing.
Strike with all your might!
Hear a voice from somewhere above you. You there, help us. A man wearing simple clothes waved at you from the top of the massive hunters we are. We were camping in the woods, then suddenly we were up here. Some weird magic or something, I guess. For God's sakes, help us out. We were heading off to sleep when a dream came over us. A bright one too. All three of us were in the river, and a current was sweeping us away. The trees on shore were high too, up to the sky, and the clouds above were like mountains. We went over a waterfall and hurled down. Next I knew, we were up here on this rock, wet like drowned rats. I've never seen anything like it, and I hope I never will again. Just the two, mostly good, thanks. Esther, Linear here though, she came down pretty hard. She's got some broken ribs, can hardly breathe. As for Dudlin, I think he's dead. I can only see his feet sticking out of the rock. There's some dwarf corpse up here too. Guess he got up here the same way. Oh, nice. Here's a reward for your effort. I found it on the corpse up there. It looks valuable. Gold Cogs. Digging through his pockets, the hunter pulls out a small purse. Take this too. Linen and me owe you our lives. Oh, that was pretty fun.
You deserved it.
Become as dust.
Oh, like, fucking, honestly, I fucking hate the fucking stupidity of some of my people.
Do not
These
falter.
fucks. Like, maybe didn't run to the fucking grease. It's no fucking difficult. It's no rocket science. It's really not rocket science, is it?
Lost.
Ah!
What, where I would like you to push it. That's the letter. Hey sis, we're rich. Gotten lucky after all. If we play our cards right, we'll finally be able to quit running around the woods and piss on the damn boss and his gang. To the Brevoy and live as happy as pigs and shit. Point is, you must take care. You know very well that these fellas do to those who try to con them. We are going to call them hard, sunshine. See, while you were away, we caught this dwarf, all dressed up like a dog's dinner, fancy mail armour. All tales, one could immediately say he was a city mouse. He kept on treating us like dirt until we set his beard on fire. After that, he started spilling his guts in no time. Long story short, his ancestors, Fortash or something, the ones who built the ancient tower, had hidden some real treasure inside. And you see, he decided to return all their several centuries to claim his family fortune. All alone with no guards. It made me laugh my ass off. He had no idea about the exact place where the treasure was hidden, but he brought the key to open the place, a white metal thingy, something like a cog. When the fellas heard about the treasure, they literally started rubbing their hands together, and I thought to myself, well, what happens when we find it? The boss seizes the lion's share, and we're all left with meagre peanuts. All those things considered, I snatched the key away while the rest of the gang was sleeping, and made it look like the dwarf had run away with it. The fellows have been running across the woods since then, searching for the midget, but they'll have to search really hard. I buried him rather deep. They stay away from the tower for now. What might they do there without a key? My bad. My brain just froze there. So make use of it. When you return, do not go to the camp. Go to our place instead. I've hidden the cog in the hollow of the tree trunk. You know which one I mean. Take it and get to the tower. Look around and find what you can open with. You're smart, you'll manage. Take away all those dwarfs have hidden, and well, I don't have to tell you what to do next. You know, my brain melted doing all of that. Jesus Christ.
We can do it.
This is for you. You deserved it. You can't stop me.
Become as dust.
Didn't expect that. On the ancient parchment there are words written by a feeble hand, discoloured with age and barely visible. Every morning I wake up as a 20-year-old boy. It's the best morning of my life. Today is the first time I take over the post at the watchtower over... Oh, my eyeballs. Oh, the Great Shield Road. Every morning I open my eyes and see the tower in the ruins. Horrified, I grope my grey beard with my gnarling fingers and slowly realise that there is no Shield Road anymore. It's been this way for many years since I can count. I must be older now than the decrepit Godin was when he died and left me alone. Unforgiven time has eroded both the stones of the tower and my flesh and mind. The holy statue of Torag is the only thing time itself does not touch. I do remember that it's my duty to guard something hidden inside the statue, but I don't remember what exactly I am guarding. The key I wear around my neck, the Lambrig's golden cog, is as heavy as an anvil. Where is the Wargish white cog? I don't remember. What happened to the correct cog when its keeper Godin died? I don't know. What is this? Every morning I go around the neighbourhood looking for people I haven't seen for many years. Either traders nor bandits. Sometimes my mind tricks me and I recall speaking to a hunter or a scout just yesterday, but these memories are too vague to be true. I guess my feeble mind just entertains itself with illusions. I've been hoping for too long to see a day when dwarfs return and stow the road. Now I seriously doubt there is anyone of my kin left in the world. or anyone alive at all. Maybe some imaginable plague has raised away every single living soul in the whole of Glorian, except for me. If someday someone returns to these parts and manages to read this, remember our names. This tower was built by dwarfs of the Wardash, Skeg and Langbuk clans in 4241. It was abandoned in 4499. We, the last shields, were left behind to keep our eternal watch for the glory of Torag and the Dwarven people. Our names were Gorag Skeg and Wark Lebbuk. It was our free choice, and we have no regrets. Remember us. Oh. To these three peasants circling an ancient oak, that they talk loudly among themselves. Found it. What? Where? Show us. Nah, wasn't nothing. Just thought I did. Damn stump. The man hits his trunk with the tree with his fist, then winces and massages his hand. Put your backs into it. I can smell the gold. I can. What's happening? The men jump and press their backs to the oak's massive trunk. They never take their eyes off you as they lean forward toward each other, whispering. You barely catch the words barren treasure. We're from the village nearby. We want to cut this here tree, you see. Winter's not far off, you know. Gonna need some wood. And with this much, we could bring a boat too. Get it out. You heard us. I want so much for gold. You're not in trouble. Just tell me everything. We're searching for the gold here, my lord. A travelling bard spent the night in our village, told us tales about big fights, barbarians and the chieftains who led their hordes here long ago. At the end, he said he knew where the barbarian chieftains buried. Promised he could show us. We paid him 2 golds. He wanted 3, but we could only gather 2. He told us anyway. Recall, there were barbarian tribes that rode across these lands long ago. Moreover, they buried their chieftain in cairns with all their earlier possessions. However, all the known cairns are far to the east or northwest. The truth is, this bard lied to you. Why? Lied? How? Why? Because we paid too little and he held a crutch. I told you. Don't be greedy, I said. Get your stash out of your boots. And what did you do? I know which way he left. It's only been a half a day. We could still catch him. We'll get on our knees before him. Empty our pockets if we need to. He'll forgive us and he'll teach us where the treasure really lies. People are just actually moronic then. Okay, again. What are they doing? They're just moving out of control.
Your life ebbs low.
I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do that. Once long ago, a sturdy watchtower rose above the forest, ready to signal an enemy's approach day or night. Now the ancient moss-covered stones were crumbling, and birds rather than warriors inhabited the place. The ground floor had long been looted, but there still seemed to be some furniture left on what remained of the upper floor. A rotted table, an uneven chair, and a small but seemingly robust chest. Sadly, the stairs leading up had collapsed long ago. Hammond walked around the tower slowly, running his fingers along the cracks in the stone. I like places like this, peaceful, quiet. Here, one is bound to consider which awaits us all. Sooner or later, yes. Taking a seat, he lost himself in admiration. Yeah. She did it marvellously, folks. 12 attempts. Fucking 12 attempts. Fucking hell, man. Amara deftly climbed the stones evenly as they crumbled beneath her feet. On the next floor she found what must have been a living room centuries ago. There were even a remnants of a decomposed floor mat. The chest was heavy, but it didn't take Amara much effort to push it to the edge and drop it down. The chest fell to the stone floor with a loud thud and a huge cloud of dust rising above it. The wood had darkened after years of exposure to the sun and the rain. The metal sliding had grown a layer of rust, and the decorative carvings of the lid were barely discernible. Even so, the chest itself was as robust and secure as the day it was made by some unknown dwarven master, and of course, it was still locked. Search turned out to be surprising success. We found a key in a small niche that had been covered with rubble. Despite the age, the dwarven lock was still operational. We turned the key, and the chest slid open with a shrill creak. Inside we found the simple possessions of a dwarven warrior who must have once been stationed at the tower. Battle gear consisting of chainmail, a helmet, a shield and an axe. A pair of torn traveller boots and a metal tankard the size of a small bucket, a pipe and a full pouch of tobacco, which had petrified over the years, and lastly a peculiar little thing, a complex red metal cork. The Runied Watchtower. The statue of Torag is in perfect condition. The dwarven god's face has a stern look, almost accustomingly, combined with the surrounding devastation. Then gives the statue a long look, then spits on the ground without seeing it. Plus 16, so I need a 4. 4. Dwarven artisans are famous for installing clever hidden mechanisms in their works. You discover a hidden panel in a niche above it. In the niche, a set of jagged grooves adorned with arcane symbols. It seems to be connected to something deeper inside the statue. It seems that access to Torag's treasure will require the missing Cogs. Put the Cogs in the machine. All 3 Cogs, but you're not sure how they fit them into the mechanism. Maybe arcane markings inside are a clue. The problem. Snatches the Cogs from you and places them inside the mechanism. This one goes there, and that one there. Can't you see? You rotate the Cogs and hear a rumbling noise from the statue, followed by a loud click. The panel opens, revealing the treasure stored within. Ooh.
Let us strike as one!
We can do it!
Whenever you're ready, whenever you're ready, lass. Whenever you're ready. tried to write down quickly everything that happened. I awoke in the middle of a burning building. There was no time to look for the diary, let alone read it. I ran towards the voices I heard and got into a big battle. I barely figured out what was going on. Then, when a very strange group appeared, they helped me fight off the assassins, and then got into a quarrel with each other right in front of Lady Jamandri. I still hadn't had time to read the diary, so I couldn't understand anything that was happening. I somehow made up an excuse so they'll leave me alone. The strange group split into two parties and set off in the stolen lands. I'm staying in Restov for now. I haven't made any new contacts, and I still haven't figured out your old ones. You silly goat, you ruined everything. I run off my feet trying to find a way to the stolen lands and get my hands on the disc of the eclipse. The expedition organised by Jamandi would have been perfect. I'd hoped to use them to find reliable companions who could be talked into accompany Cassie to Sorrowful. Well, I'll be there in a moment, don't you worry. And now here we are, still stuck in Restov because of you. Could you have simply asked to go with Tom's group? You could even have gone with Tartuccio. I'm sure that smug gnome could have been gently steered in the right direction. Nah, I don't think so. But you refused, and now I don't know what we'll do. The Sword Lords are running wild looking for spies. I'm just sitting tight, hoping not to arouse suspicion. But all this inconvenience hasn't been a complete loss. Interrogations, oh, and it was Captain Kesten who personally came to interrogate me. How could someone punish me so, sending that delicious man to press his questions? I bet myself that I could make him blush in under 3 minutes. And I won, of course. Ah yes, our new contacts. You are unlikely to need them, considering your freakishness. Still. Aldiri, the half-orc, he accompanied Cassie when she came to introduce herself at Jamandi. A boring idealist of little interest. But he was friendly enough. He obviously has nothing against tieflings, presumably because he's a half-breed himself. Kesten, captain of the guard, a tall human male with dark curly hair. He's looking for spies and doesn't seem to suspect Cassie. A half-in bard, round face, chestnut hair, kept getting in my way. Unreliable and irritating. You get along marvellously, I'm sure. Thankfully, she left with the expedition. Tartuccio. Funny, I like something about him. Probably his business sense. He is in charge of the expedition. Jaethal, a spook with a scythe, always turning her nose up as if she's queen. But elven queens don't go on expeditions in backwaters like this. Harem, don't come any closer to him than an arrow shot or you'll die from the gloom. Yeah, he's such a delightful, isn't he? Valerie, a fighter with a horrible blonde haircut. Valerie, I'd gladly pay some dragon or evil wizard to catch her, pluck her out of her armour, and keep her in a cage for 6 months, taking care that she doesn't abuse her hair. I might just play the dragon and wizard myself. A barbarian with the sword the size of a kitchen table, a funny sort, left with the exhibition along with everyone else. Forgot what I said about Kesten and Valerie. That's the one to catch and make blush. Additional silly goats. We finally got another chance to get to the stolen lands and seek the help from my contact from above list. If you switch in the meantime, don't ruin anything again. Hand-drawn flame stands. So can I take this with me, or do I just keep it here? I think I just keep it here. It seems like this is probably like ongoing or something like that. That's quite cool. Yeah, you're leaving some for me, right? Look. You're just a lookout, you're told. The man's voice carries the weight of command. He seems to be the leader of these bandits. His bushy beard is matted, and remnants of the last day's meals are still evident in it. Quit your whining. We'll always take care of our own, don't we? He's a dishevelled, rotund woman with a round face. Ah, right at you. Hey, when have we ever mistreated you, Shorty? The short ratty man, whose filthy strands of hair do little to obscure his prominent bald spot, doesn't even try to watch the road. His eyes are locked in the sight of his companions rummaging through their most recent haul of obvious stolen loot. Shorty, your ass, you were supposed to watch it. Someone's coming, grab your blades. Alright. Hold on everyone. The bandit leader says as he sheaths the swords he's drawn just a moment ago. And Shorty, stop your foaming. Look here, this is our glorious Baron himself. Come now, bow down, everyone bow down. What are you doing here? Why, we are loyal subjects, honest bandits, the lot of us. We've been associated with the Stag Lord's band, but since you went and beat the stag out of him, we are left on our own. It's not gonna happen, is it? Not gonna.
Strike with all your might!
Brace, I Kesten has a trouble look on his face. I fear there's another matter that requires your attention. There have been reports, many of them, from settlers across Nile marshes that trolls are in the forest, seemingly hordes of them. Rumours claim they're more than a typical savage beast. They also seem to show reason and tactics. They form groups. Yeah, we definitely know that. Attack all at once, plunder the villages and carry away the peasants. Even stranger kobolds have been spotted among their ranks. When usually they would be attacked on sight. I'm not certain any of this is reliable. Fear builds mountains and molehills. Some of the rumours even say those trolls carry torches and burn down houses, seemingly unafraid to open flames. It's entirely possible the rest of the reports could be exaggerated as well. The common folk will hardly hear any simple exploration. Someone will need to go to the Nile marshes to investigate the matter. I was considering the matter when it hit me, but if you were able to take on this investigation. Okay, guess I'm going to be heading south. That I know. Thank you.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible, and dangerous, and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.